speaking to you from the world of sports, where the drama of athletic competition reigns supreme. I welcome you to another episode of Howard's Opinion. Today we're going to dive into the realm of the NFL, where the Kansas City Chiefs are making headlines with their potential plans for a future stadium. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's the big deal about a dome? Well, my friends, let me tell you, this is not just about any ordinary stadium. This is about a team that has consistently been at the top of their game, and they're looking to take it to the next level. According to Forbes, the Chiefs are considering a dome for their future stadium, and I have to say, it's an intriguing idea. Now, I'm not one to shy away from expressing my opinion, and in my humble opinion, this could be a game changer for the team. Just think about it. A state-of-the-art facility that would provide an unparalleled fan experience, regardless of the weather conditions outside. It's a bold move, but one that could pay off big time. But, as we all know, with great power comes great responsibility. And in this case, the Chiefs have to consider the challenges that come with building a new stadium. I mean, we're talking about a team that has qualified for 3 consecutive Super Bowls and has appeared in the AFC Championship game every year since 2018. They're the team to beat, and everyone knows it. And speaking of being the team to beat, Jason McCourty, the former New England Patriots defensive back, believes that the Chiefs are still the team to beat in the AFC. Now, I've got a lot of respect for McCourty. He's a smart guy who knows his football. And when he says that the Chiefs will still be at the top of the conference again in 2025, I tend to agree with him. But, as McCourty himself said, everybody's designing their team to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. So, it's not going to be easy for them to stay on top. They've got to keep innovating, keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. And that's where this potential new stadium comes in. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Howard, what about the cost? What about the logistics? Well, let me tell you, those are all valid concerns. But as someone who's been around the block a few times, I can tell you that sometimes you've got to think outside the box. Take a chance on something big. And that's exactly what the Chiefs are doing here. They're not just thinking about the next season or the next 2 seasons. They're thinking about the future of the franchise. And if that means building a state-of-the-art stadium with a dome, then so be it. So, there you have it, folks. My take on the Kansas City Chiefs and their potential new stadium. It's a story that's got all the makings of a classic drama, power, money, and a whole lot of football. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We're halfway through the show, and I'm excited to dive into our middle segment. Today, we're talking about college football and the teams that could make a push for the playoffs. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's early in the season, but I believe it's never too early to start looking at the contenders. Our story today focuses on 6 teams that could potentially make some noise in the college football world. First up, we have Liberty, who is looking to improve on their weak strength of schedule from last year. They've got a new quarterback in Ethan Vasco, and if they can go undefeated, they might just sneak into the playoffs. Next, we have Memphis, who is going for their 3rd straight season of 10 or more wins. They've added quarterback Brendan Lewis from Nevada, who brings a different dynamic to their offense. If they can beat Arkansas at home in September, that could be a huge momentum boost for their playoff hopes. We also have Navy, who had a promising season derailed by a tough loss to Notre Dame last year. Quarterback Blake Horvath is back, and if he can lead the midshipmen to an 8-0 start, they might just find themselves in the playoff conversation. Tulane is another team to watch, with a strong non-conference schedule that includes games against Northwestern, Duke, and Ole Miss. If they can win 2 of those 3, they'll be in great shape to make a run at the American Conference title. And finally, we have UNLV, who is looking to turn things around under new coach Dan Mullen. They've got a slew of transfers coming in from power conference schools, including former Virginia quarterback Anthony Calandria and ex-Alabama wide receiver JoJo Earle. If they can gel quickly, they might just pull off some upsets and make a push for the playoffs. It's going to be an interesting season, folks, and I'm excited to see how these teams perform. Will any of them make it to the playoffs? Only time will tell. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Howard's Opinion. Speaking in his signature style as the closing segment of his podcast, Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion, folks. I hope you've enjoyed the discussion so far. As we wrap up today's show, I want to dive into a couple of intriguing stories from the world of football that caught my attention. First off, let's talk about the New York Giants and their promising rookie quarterback, Jackson Dart. This young man is making waves in the preseason, and many are already calling for him to be a starter. Former NFL quarterback Chase Daniel believes Dart is almost ready to take on that role, stating that the best way to develop as a quarterback is through playing real football games. I couldn't agree more. There's no substitute for actual game experience when it comes to honing your skills in such a demanding position. Moreover, ESPN's Mike Tannenbaum has gone as far as saying Dart is a day-one starter, praising his accuracy, poise, and confidence on the field. These are indeed qualities that can make a quarterback stand out, especially in a league where mental toughness and decision-making under pressure are just as important as physical ability. On a related note, we also saw Giants' rookie Abdul Carter responding to a viral clip of him being blocked by Jets tight end Stone Smart during a preseason game. Carter's response on social media showed a good sense of humor about the situation, which is commendable. It's not every day you see athletes taking such incidents in stride and using them as an opportunity to engage with their fans. As we reflect on these stories, it's clear that the NFL preseason has given us plenty to talk about, from standout performances by rookies like Jackson Dart to the light-hearted moments that remind us of the personalities behind the helmets. It's going to be an exciting season, and I'm looking forward to seeing how these young talents develop. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, these are some of my humble thoughts. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, keep your head in the game.